How's it going, everyone? Today I want to talk about Linux. Up until now, I've been using Mac OS because I honestly think MacBooks are one of the best products on the market at the moment. The M series chips are incredibly powerful, and I rarely have anything to complain about when I'm on my 2024 MacBook Pro. But recently, Apple decided to release more subscription-based services which interfere with the beauty of being on Mac OS. The subscription service I'm talking about is called Creator Studio, which introduces a subscription-based system for apps that I already have. Now, while I'm not entirely forced to upgrade, they are starting to show ads for Creator Studio on the free apps as well, such as Numbers, which is just a free version of Excel for Mac users if you are on Windows or if you're not familiar with Mac. For me, this level of intrusion on my OS is unforgivable. If I wanted ads and no control over what goes on my PC, I would have just bought a Windows computer years ago. And I know some of you might be thinking, this guy's being overdramatic. It's just a little subscription that gives us access to a bunch of apps. First of all, a chunk of the apps included in the subscription are already free. Second of all, I don't know if any of you remember the golden days of Adobe, where you'd buy a disk and you'd be able to use Adobe on your computer indefinitely until they came out with a version with new features. Then you'd buy that disk and you'd have the new features. You were never forced to pay for new features you didn't want. Adobe had to actually work to create products that people would buy in order to get them to upgrade. Today, they have one of the most expensive subscription-based services on the planet, and Apple seems to have taken a bit of inspiration from them. All I'm saying is that maybe they're not as bad as Adobe right now, but I don't like this trend and I don't really want to be stuck in the Apple ecosystem any longer because I rather spend my money on things I like doing, like buying and eating pizza. Amongst other reasons, I'm also just tired of everything trying to force AI down my throat. I just want to use my computer for what it is, a simple machine that performs computations slightly faster than I would if I had to use a pen and paper. Also, you might be wondering why this video says includes a paid promotion. Well, it's because the entire channel has been sponsored by Zed, the code editor I use in all my videos. It's honestly beautiful, minimalistic, written in Rust, and has great AI integration. If you want it. That's the key phrase here. And I've been using Zed even before the channel was sponsored by them because I honestly enjoy using it as a product. So a huge thanks to Zed for sponsoring the channel, and if you feel like trying Zed, you can find a link in the description box down below where you can download it for free. Now going back to the point of this video, I've decided to transition to Linux and want to bring some tutorials on how to use it. This video is the very first step in that direction, because I'd love to hear from those of you who are already using Linux what you'd recommend as a setup. I heard that there are many different Linux distributions to look into, and also I'd love to hear what kind of laptop you find pairs nicely with it. I'm currently thinking about a Lenovo or trying the Framework laptop. Right now I'm using the 2024 MacBook Pro base model with 16GB of RAM, which runs on the M4 chip. I rarely game and would probably like a laptop capable of running a locally hosted AI for when we eventually get to that on the channel. Because even if I hate how AI has shaped our planet, I do think it's an interesting technology that would be cool to dissect and talk about on this channel eventually. And this channel will still remain a Python channel. The Linux videos will not interfere with the Python uploads. And from a tutorial perspective, if you just continue watching my Python tutorials, you'll notice nothing different in the new Python videos. I'll still be running Python code in the Zed code editor. The only difference might be me swearing to myself because I can't find that damn command key on my keyboard anymore. But again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Linux, what setup you have, and any recommendations regarding it, because all of that will help shape the future content on this channel. And that's really all I wanted to talk about in today's video. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.